Alright, boys, what is good? Welcome back to another Tuesday in the charts. And today, plan is I'm going to rip through my market analysis for the day, what I'm looking for, and then I'll rip the trade recaps for the trades that I took yesterday. So, coming into today, I want to be bearish. Excuse that noise outside, but we swept out these daily highs on both. We didn't quite come up and take these ones, but we took these daily highs here on EU yesterday, and we took these daily highs yesterday on GU. And as seen, we've reacted off of them really nicely. I managed to catch a little trade up in here, and the idea for today is if I'm seeing a daily sweep and then a 4-hour break of structure, which we've had on this candlestick here, I want to see continuation of that down to our next daily levels, which for me is going to be this. Damn, I just cooked my chart, didn't I? But my next daily level or draw on liquidity is going to be this daily low down here and this daily imbalance. It's pretty clear, I think, on the daily time frame. You have a sweep, you break structure on the 4-hour. We have really good sell side liquidity. We could very well just run this entire plane. But coming in onto GJ, I actually want to see the same thing. The daily time frame, we're still bearish. We've inversed any sort or invalidated any sort of bullish order flow in here. And in the 4-hour, I am really just looking for, looks like we're going to come up, potentially get a sweep up here. I'd actually be very open to taking a trade to coming down and take out this sort of last liquidity down here. EJ is saying the exact same thing. Except we actually look a bit nicer. We have 1, 2, and 3 really nice draws on liquidity. So that is sort of what I'm looking at on the higher time frames. And yeah, I don't really think that I want to be taking longs today. On the USD pairs, I'm not too keen to be fighting against that imbalance. And when we've already broken structure on that 4-hour time frame, it's just not worth it for me. So jumping in yesterday, as I said, I managed to catch a trade up in here. Alright, found the trade. So we had an hourly imbalance sitting in here. We also had this imbalance here. And they were pretty much in line with each other. We were bouncing around in here, and then I saw us, we broke structure, got a retracement, and then we ended up coming back up, inversing this fair value gap. We broke structure on this candlestick here, and I believe I just entered a long off of this candlestick here, this rejection out of equilibrium. I had my stops underneath the equilibrium low, and target was just that hourly high. From there, I was sort of just going to be looking for further highs. I know we have some highs a bit further across there that we could have targeted, but that was the trade. The problem with this one was we had swept out high time frame highs over here, and the only reason that I had a long bias was because GJ at this time was also sitting, I believe we'd swept liquidity somewhere in here. That was when we were getting this sort of leg extension up, so it looked very clear at this stage that we were going to target these highs up here, which led me to believe that GU and EU were also going to react off of hourly confluences. But as seen, we then turned around, completely dumped, giving us an entry off of the liquidity sweep on the daily highs. So I'll just find this. So GU coming into the day, I sort of had a mixed bias. I knew that we could potentially come up and take out these highs, but I knew that we had swept out these daily highs, and if we could get a reaction off of it on a higher time frame, then I'd be happy to sort of look for shorts. I ended up getting that sort of confirmation from this, the inverse of this fair value gap, as well as the break of structure on EU here. So from this point, I was looking for an entry, and I scaled down onto a 15-minute time frame, and I entered based off of this candlestick here. Get rid of that. But we came up into, there was a 30-minute fair value gap somewhere up in here. We got a rejection candlestick off of that on the 15-minute time frame, and that was my entry. So play for this one was just scale up the time frames one notch, because obviously price is fractal, and same entry strategy that I use on a daily basis, just slightly higher time frames to account for the slightly higher time frame opening confluence. Now I took a TP1 at this low, and then before I went to sleep last night, obviously it's a bit more of a swing trade, we had this hourly high here. We were sitting underneath these lows, and I just moved my stop loss to this hourly high here. I figured that if we come down, react off of this, and get a bullish movement that is strong enough to come and take this high, then it's most likely that we are just going to continue bullish regardless. So I wasn't fast, put my stop loss to there, and then got wicked out by who knows how much last night. Yeah, unfortunate scenes there. Literally just got worked out, and then we've sort of made that extension down. So for today, once again, I'm sort of just looking to continue this movement, find a little retracement entry or off of some sort of liquidity sweep. But the real painful trade that I took last night was on NQ. So I took this one a little bit before market open, and once again we just saw market open and completely dump. I took an entry. Obviously, it would have been nice to see us come take these London highs here, but we swept out this high here on the hourly time frame. ES failed to do so. We created, obviously this price action here is disgusting on ES, but we created a bearish SMT between, gosh, I've got to find the sweep. Between these highs here, so that's 935, and these highs here. So we had a bearish SMT, we got a bearish reaction on both ES and NQ. From here, I was pretty confident. I knew that the draw was first off going to be this 1 hourly low here, and I believe we were going to continue it, come down, take out London lows, or what was that previous? So that was previous day lows, that was London lows, and this was my TP1, was just at these hourly lows up here. So we had a 5-minute breaker structure on NQ and ES. That was the confirmation. We got a retracement into equilibrium, our breaker block here, our order block here, and I was on a 1-minute time frame looking to execute, and I took a short position based off a breaker structure out of this range. Right there, stops above that high, and I had a TP1 at this first hourly low, like I said, for a 2.3R, so it was really good. And then from here, I was trying to drag my nuts all the way down to London lows and these lows here as well. And that would have been a huge risk reward. Obviously predicted exactly where the market wanted to go and had the right idea, but got stopped out at break even after hitting TP1. So only a small win there. Got a decent win on GU and then took a loss on EU in the morning session. So that was my day yesterday. Hopefully today we can see some decent price action on those higher time frames and execute well. Sort of the idea for the day. I've just set a few alerts on, and I'm going to leave the charts and just let things play out. But anyways, good luck on the charts today, lads. Hope that gives you a bit of insight. Haven't posted one of these in a while, so get back into it. Love and good luck.